Hi, my name is Christine and I've been so kindly asked by the Alive team to answer a few questions, so I'm just going to go straight into it. So the first question is, what is your life's mantra? And there's definitely a few that I live by. I guess the best one in terms of like chronic illness stuff is you grow through what you go through. A bit of a mouthful, but uh, it definitely reflects that life is such a learning curve for all of us, and every negative and tough experience that we go through, we learn from it and become a better person, and also a better person to be for others to be around. And every tough negative experience builds our character up. We become wiser, and I just really love switching the mindset of like a negative experience into like, what can I learn from this? I'm going to grow from this, like kind of changing our outlook on negative experiences. Second question is, what inspires you? And I would definitely say other people inspire me the most. Hearing other people's stories and what some people go through in life and how positive and courageous they are and kind and empathetic despite everything that they've gone through is just super inspiring. And you can definitely tell when you're around one of those people because they're just infectious. Next question, what do you take pride in? So I would say having like a chronic illness makes everything just a little bit harder, I guess. So that means it makes the achievements a little bit sweeter. So I would say finishing my education, despite all the like hiccups along the way, is definitely made the moment even more special. So yeah. Next question is, can you share your IBD story with us? So I was diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease, which is IBD, when I was 7 years old, and I suffered with it all through school. And when I left school, it kind of took a turn for the worse, I guess. It's really impacted by stress, so I guess the stress of like adult life has never stopped and it keeps going. But last year, it was kind of like in line with the start of coronavirus, I started to develop abscesses and fistulas and perianal Crohn's disease and all that, and had a few surgeries, was very ill with it, and suffered with like lots and lots and lots of chronic pain. So that's when I decided to start my Instagram account, because I think I like hit absolute rock bottom with it. But it kind of, like I said earlier, it kind of gave me like the push and built me up even stronger to like, okay, I'm gonna just go all out there with my chronic illness and tell the world. Before I wouldn't even tell, like I would not tell anyone, I would be so secretive about it, and now here I am. So that's where I am so far. Now I'm just trying to be as healthy and peaceful as possible. Next question is, what is your biggest daily challenge? And I would definitely say getting out of bed is the biggest challenge. Once I'm out of bed, I would say staying awake and not fighting the urge to get back in bed and have a nap is definitely the biggest challenge. So fatigue, in other words. Next question is, what fact about you surprises people the most? And I would say the fact that I do have a chronic illness is very surprising. I think people find it really hard to link like a illness with someone who looks healthy, because we're so used to in the media seeing ill people look ill. So I guess when you are like have your hair and makeup done, chronic illness does not cross people's minds at all. So it is a good and bad thing, but yeah, that's definitely the fact that surprises people the most. What's one thing you cannot live without? I'm going to be really annoying and say my medication, because I genuinely would not live without my medication. So yeah, that's going to be top of the list. If I was stranded on a desert island, I would need my vedolizumab. Why is engaging with your likes important to you? So when you have a chronic illness, it can be super isolating, especially when you're going through a flare-up and at a young age as well. But you know in your mind that so many people have this disease. For example, like 40,000 people have IBD in Ireland, so it is a big number, but yet you still feel so alone. So I think connecting with people who are going through similar experiences with you is just so helpful, and it can really make you feel less alone. So yeah. Next question, and the last question is, what should I have asked you but didn't? So I was thinking about this, and I think a really like interesting and kind of like thought-provoking question is that would I erase my condition and the person it has made me if I could? So get rid of the condition and get rid of everything I learned along the way, and the character it has built in exchange for being healthy but not learning all those lessons. And of course I would love to be born without a chronic illness. I would love that, but I guess I would literally be like a fraction of the person. We all would be like a fraction of the person without our chronic illnesses, because it builds such character, empathy, kindness. You understand people more, strength, like so many positive characteristics that come through living with a chronic illness. So I genuinely don't know who I would be if I didn't have it. Like, what would my personality be like? It's kind of like an interesting thought to think about. But yeah, we'll end on that. Thank you so much again, Alike, for having me on your Instagram page, and I hope everyone has a lovely day. Bye.